Carbohydrates. The primary purpose of carbohydrates is to provide energy. The source, mostly from plants. You can recognize on a food label such as starch, sugar, or dietary fiber. We need 50 to 100 grams daily, or 60% of one's daily intake. Types of carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates. They're for quick energy. Some examples would be sugar, syrup, cookies, cakes, soft drinks, and alcohol. They do not supply any additional nutrients. And alcohol contains empty calories, about 7 calories per gram. Complex carbohydrates. They're for a longer duration of energy. They include starch, which is nutritionally the most important carbohydrate. Some other examples are grains, seeds, roots, potatoes, green bananas, and starch vegetables. Milk and dairy products contain lactose, which is a complex carbohydrate. Chemical classifications of carbohydrates. Monosaccharides. Simple sugars in their simplest form. Most readily used by the body. They include glucose or dextrose, which is called blood sugar. Also, fructose, such as ripe fruit, juices, and honey. Disaccharides, double sugars. They must be broken down to simple sugars before the body can utilize them. They include sucrose, or table sugar, which is glucose and fructose. Lactose is milk, glucose, and galactose. It's the only sugar that is not formed from a plant source. Polysaccharides, they are the most complex. Some examples include starch, slow releasing leads to longer energy, glycogen, starch from animal source, and cellulose, dietary fiber. Glucose is blood sugar used directly by tissues as a source of energy, and it is produced by the digestive process. Glycogen. If glucose is not needed, it is stored in the liver and muscles as glycogen. When the body needs energy, stored glycogen is broken down into glucose and released into the bloodstream. When a meal provides more glucose than needed for energy, the glucogen needs of the liver and muscles are met, excess glucose becomes fat and is deposited as fat tissue throughout the body. Sugar. Estimated that Americans consume 127 pounds of caloric sweetener per year, mostly in processed foods and beverages, mostly empty calories. Sugar alcohols. Synthetic sweetening made from sugars and cellulose found in fruits. Excessive amounts can cause diarrhea. Used in the body as sugar, but not converted into sugar in the mouth. Therefore, it's not considered cariogenic. Some examples are sorbitol, mannitol, and xylitol. More on sugars. Non-nutritive sweeteners. They contribute no nutrients or significant calories. Some examples would be saccharin, aspartame, cyclamates. They are banned in the United States as cancer-causing agents. Be careful using artificial sweeteners, as some have been linked to cancer, Alzheimer's, and other disorders. Dietary fiber. Indigestible carbohydrates. An example, cellulose, hemicellulose, lignin, pectin, pentosan, and gum. Used in the body, it aids in peristalsis and elimination of solid body waste. Also helps the body use cholesterol, fats, and carbohydrates. It's low in calories, and it may reduce the risk of diabetes, colon cancer, and cardiovascular disease. Sources of fiber. High fiber. Complex carbohydrates. Example, whole grain bread, cereal, pasta, fruit and vegetables, dried beans, nuts and seeds. Low fiber. An example would be dairy products, meats, fish, poultry. Refined grain products, sweeteners, fats, and oil. Types of fibers. 1. Soluble. Used in reducing cholesterol. It dissolves in water, and some examples would be oats, barley, prunes, apples, and kidney beans. 2. Insoluble. Good for the digestive system. It does not dissolve in water. May protect against colon cancer. Some examples would be wheat bran and whole grains. More facts on fiber. Fiber is an important part of the diet, but not considered an essential nutrient because people can survive without fiber. Recommended daily intake is 25 to 35 grams a day. Low fiber intake may lead to colon cancer and cardiovascular disease. Excessive fiber intake can lead to gas, cramps, constipation, or diarrhea. To avoid this, add fiber to the diet gradually and drink lots of fluids.